Hi, my name is Matthew Houghton. I'm an electrical installation lecturer here at Kidderminster College. As you can see behind me, we have some renewable resources that are currently being used, and these displays illustrate the different types of renewables that we have on the market at the present moment in time. So on the left hand side we have the wind turbine, on the right hand side we have solar photovoltaic cells, and these will all produce electricity. Materials used in the electrical workshops can either be recycled, such as copper. Copper is quite a valuable material, so we recycle into the copper bin. Any steel that has been used, like this conduit, can be reused, but in this case it's damaged to a point in which again it needs to be recycled. And things like socket outlets and accessories that we use at the college can be reused.
In motor vehicle, we're always looking for different ways and technology to charge our vehicles. We're trying to move away from dirty diesels to more economical and greener fuels such as biofuel, which is made from plants instead of fossil fuels, which are being moved from the ground. Another way of moving greener is the use of the electric cars, which will reduce the need for fossil fuels, lowering the emissions from the vehicles. What we're doing now is also recycling all the components from the car instead of going into the scrap yards, and we're also recycling everything from oil down to tyres. The tyres can be recycled into the new play areas for your kids, and also instead of being left at the roadside, we're using them now for being involved in a new source of road coverage for the motorways. In the bricklaying qualifications, we help with the sustainability of using the bricks and reusing all the mortar and use lime instead of cement. In the field, bricks are made with plastic particles. This is also used in the timbers that we help to build the buildings. By using the plastics and recycling them, they are not going into the landfills or blocking up all of our oceans. Insulation is more efficient to reduce the heat from the builds. This includes the underfloor, cavities and the roof spaces. Also, your windows in the buildings are redesigned to bounce back the heat and keep your buildings nice and cool, which then in turn lowers the use of air conditioning units. The use of solar panels and wind turbines to deliver the power to the houses, helping us build better, more efficient houses for the future.
My name's Dave Jones. I'm a carpentry lecturer at Kidderminster College, and we are attempting to work as sustainably as possible. We only source all our materials which are FSC certified timbers, so that we can actually trace the sustainability of their production and the fact that they're being restocked by the forestries. We do try and reuse as much materials as we possibly can. On the doors we use replaceable door edges and locks so that we don't have to keep changing doors. We make our own timber frames so that we can actually do the test jigs on those. So again, the eco footprint on those is very sustainable. And any materials that we do get, we try and reuse and repurpose as much as possible. Small offcuts at the moment, we're just doing some items for a local school for their Christmas displays that they've asked us to do. So repurposing some old 4x2 that we can't use for anything else, that is being used basically as stock material for reuse and repurpose. Any materials that we can't actually repurpose and reuse for something else, we offer to the local communities for firewood, so that it doesn't actually end up in landfill, and we find that it will be to a useful purpose for the local community around the Kidderminster area.
All body shops have got their duty to make sure that they're doing their bit to protect the environment from all the harmful places and equipment that we're using in the body shop. We have all changed over to HVLP spray guns to lower the amount of overspray we produce when spraying. HVLP is high volume, low pressure, so we're putting less paint on, which is chucking less VOCs up into the atmosphere. We've also had to change the paint that we use from low solids to high solids. This would be in our primers and our lacquers. Again, this is helping to protect the ozone layer. The colour that you see on the vehicles, that also has changed as well. So your yellows, your blues, your pinks, whatever colour your car is, we've now had to change that from a 2K paint system to a water-based system where most paint sprays have had to remember or train themselves how to respray again. Again, this is to help reduce the amount of VOCs that we are putting into the atmosphere.